whenever I'm doing any production with an artist, I'm always asking myself, why keep listening? Why is a listener gonna keep listening? What am I giving them? How am I moving them through, connecting them more with the emotion of the song? Yo, Mosley here from Unstoppable Artist. Today's video is all about backing vocals. This video is for you if you are not sure what to do with your backing vocals sometimes. You feel like your backing vocals might be a bit bland or boring. You want to increase the emotional connection between the listener and your song. Or you're looking for new ways to express your creativity and amplify your own uniqueness in your productions. So let's do it. Okay, backing vocals. We're gonna go over 3 tips, tricks, tactics, whatever you wanna call them. First one's gonna be a volume, sort of tremolo type thing. Second's gonna be a panning type thing. Not a type thing, it's gonna be panning. Third's going to be a reverb idea, tool, whatever you wanna call them. First, a little bit about backing vocals in general. You know, for me as a producer, I love backing vocals. I think it's such a great opportunity to help amplify the emotion of the song, push yourselves creatively, and to just try new things and to just have fun. So first thing, backing vocals. This isn't one of the tips or tricks. Housekeeping, you got to make sure all your vocals are lined up. All your vocals, you cut the breaths out. And if you've got a mix where you're not really sure why it doesn't sound crisp and tight, think about the breaths in your song. Go through the backing vocals, take out the breaths, because it might be that, and it's really hard to tell sometimes. Sorry, there is swearing. This bit contains the word fuck. I like to swear as well, so if you don't like swearing, disclaimer. So, you've gotten rid of the breaths, you've lined them up, you're fucking killing it. So the first one's gonna be the volume/tremolo effect. I'm gonna play the song, I'm gonna play it without the backing vocals to begin with, so you can hear it.
It hurts, oh fuck, I am bleeding. It hurts, oh fuck, but no one sees it.
So it's a soft first chorus. We're not trying to go crazy hard on it, and we don't want it to have a big vocal feel for weight. We just want it to have a little bit more in there. So whenever I'm doing any production an artist, I'm always asking myself, why keep listening? Why is a listener gonna keep listening? What am I giving them? How am I moving them through, connecting them more with the emotion of the song? So try and keep that in your head. And I think this tool, tip, tactic, trick, whatever, is a really good one for doing that. It just kind of pushes them along. Oh, keep listening, cool, I'm into this. Yeah, I'm feeling more emotion. So keep thinking about that. Vocals just on their own are like this in solo.
It hurts, oh fuck, I am bleeding. It hurts, oh fuck, no one sees it.
But then what I do after that is I put this plugin Shaper Box. Now, this is basically by Cable Guys, great plugin. You can do this with a tremolo as well. Your stock DAW tremolo is gonna work for this as well. Now, this is a volume curve. This is the frequency that it's gonna be doing it at. So, we're doing it 32th notes, which is fast. Now I'm gonna turn this all the way up. Mix control.
It hurts, oh fuck, I'm bleeding. It hurts, oh.
So you can hear what it's doing. It's, you know, going volume going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Basically, later. Well, you can hear it with everything. So.
It hurts, oh fuck, I am bleeding. It hurts, oh fuck, but no one sees it. Overthinking less.
Now, that's too much for me. We want them there, but I think about 50 or so is great.
It hurts, oh fuck, I am bleeding. It hurts, oh fuck, but no one sees it.
And arguably, you could bed them in even farther if you wanted and reduce the volume so they're just there. But what it does for me is it's great because it just adds in more movement there. So even when it's real quiet, it still gives it something. All this stuff, all these moves we're making as producers, artists, like little tiny moves add up. Build a mountain, whatever. I don't think that's a saying. And again, not again, I haven't said it yet. Down here, the reverb is before the shaper box. So you're getting the reverb tail and that's doing it as well. So you're also bringing down any sort of splash so it doesn't get too messy and soupy in there as well. It's great because it takes off the attack as well on a lot of the words. So it kind of beds that in. So you've still got that main lead vocal.
It hurts, oh fuck, I am bleeding. It hurts, oh fuck, but no one sees it.
You know, another cool thing you can do with a mix as well. So like say if you went back up to 32, and you know, for me, the bit I like, the mix I like is around 40%. But if you come in here and you go into your automate your mix, send, you know, you could have it so it'd be like building an intensity to reinforce that emotion of like the urgency of no one listening to you or not having anyone to talk to about it or wanting to but not. So
it hurts, oh fuck, I'm bleeding. It hurts, oh fuck, no season.
You could do that over a whole chorus. You could do that in sections so they just kind of rise up and fall and rise up and fall and rise up and fall. Tons and tons of cool stuff you can do like that. Trick 2 is the panning on backing vocals. The idea with this, philosophy. Let's go philosophy. Philosophy time, approach. You know, it's why we're doing stuff. We're not just doing shit. I don't want to make videos that are just like, do this for this. You know, like it's, I like to think of it as a much more esoteric thing of like, why are we doing it? What's its purpose? So for this, we're starting from, there's like this insular, introverted moment in the song with the emotion. And we're trying to pull people from that point, but then it still wants to be, it's still a song about hope. So we still want to widen that out and make it more inclusive. And that for me can be done with the stereo field, which I think is such a great tool for this exact thing. So I actually reduced the whole stereo field for that chorus because I wanted it to be initially really close. But another cool thing to try on it would be to go really wide. Like you can see down here, I've already panned these so that the width goes from here to, let's go up to the full 100%. 98, 99, 100. I don't generally go over because it can fuck with your stereo image. Oh, come on, W Dick. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. But if you hear now, what it's going to do is all the vocals that were panned out wide, they've started off with a reduced stereo field, so they're in the middle. So it's all real focused. And then as the chorus comes, these are all going to widen off to the side.
It hurts, oh fuck, I'm bleeding. It hurts, oh fuck, no one sees it.
It's almost going to give you like a blooming effect, I suppose. And it's going to just take us from that middle point out wide, that expansive introvert, extrovert, just kind of a bit more of a release, I suppose, and getting it out to the world. Number 3. So, third one is reverb. I love reverb. I think it's the best fucking thing in the world. I use it loads and loads and loads. But this kind of song, I think it's a great way of having that, again, that introvert to extrovert, that kind of euphoric build, kind of expansiveness. So
it hurts, oh fuck, I'm bleeding. It hurts, oh fuck, no one sees it.
Ooh. So what I would do is I would automate the mix control. So I'd start down here at like say 11%, put one here so that by the time it gets to the end, you've got this full bloom going on, and you still got the shaper box afterwards, so it's still controlling that, so it's not going to get out of hand. But it doesn't necessarily have to be there. You know, oh, that's a good idea. Let's try that. So with the shaper box and the increase, you'll see this approach.
It hurts, oh fuck, I'm bleeding. It hurts, oh fuck, no one sees it.
Which is really cool. But thinking about it, if you did do this with the shaper box, what I would do is I would automate this off for this last section. So for instance, if we automate this shaper box or your tremolo, whichever way you're doing it, off.
It hurts,
And that'll keep trailing. You know, you can use reverbs with bigger sizes to them, so you really get a huge throw. You know, you don't even have to have this on it for the whole thing.
It hurts, oh fuck, I'm bleeding. It hurts, oh fuck, no season.
Which is really cool, and if you hear it with the track.
It hurts, oh fuck, I am bleeding. It hurts, oh fuck, but no season. What we thinking last night?
So then you just hear them start to come in, it starts to get you more excited, you start to like really feel it, and then it kind of expands out. All this kind of stuff with backing vocals is such a great way to explore your own ideas and to enhance the emotion of the song as well. There you go. How to get awesome background vocals. 3 tips, tricks, strategies, whatever you want to call them to try. Like and subscribe for more. See you in the next video.